continue with our money. So we need to understand a bit about money. That is, one is about there are three things we have to understand if you want money. One is mindset. You need to change your mindset. If money is there a lot and you're enjoying your life, don't need to change your mindset. Something is working for you, please keep it. If not, you have to look at your mindset and you have to change that. Second thing is what? Spirituality. Money and spirituality are completely two poles actually. And it has to be growing together. One pole can be here, the other pole is going up. No, it cannot be. It has to be there, equidistant. Then the third thing in life is actions. If you do not have actions, obviously you don't get money. Okay. What comes under mindset? Anybody would like to share?
It's basically how we think and feel about money. What are the beliefs we carry?
Huh. So predominantly we can say that there is a lack mentality
And an
and an
abundance.
abundance mentality.
Right.
Okay. When I'm saying that, you have to think where am I falling into? So we will give some example. Lack mentality. Lack mentality, people always feel that, oh, I don't have money. Oh, I can't do that. Not just that. People who are insecure, they may have money, but because of whatever childhood experiences, etc., they have insecurity in their minds. And they're always thinking about me and mine. Okay? And they're always competing. They're competing within themselves. Last month I made so much of money, this month I have to make so much more. This is how it is. That's all. And they want to be very secretive. They don't want to tell anybody. They invest in some shares and they just keep quiet, don't tell anybody. So there is so much of fear that somebody will take this and go away, and I'll be left with nothing. Okay? This is exactly the lack mentality. However, we will compare both. What is the abundant mentality? Abundant mentality is sharing. Sharing comes very easily. It not necessarily will be with money. This mentality mindset works across all your different areas of life. So it's something like, why should I do that? I won't do that. Let them do. I don't want to put my hand into it. I'm not going to help this friend. It's, let them do it. I'm not saying that you should always jumping and helping. That is where the bifurcation or difference you have to understand. For example, abundant mindset, whatever I have, I'm giving it to everybody. No, sorry, that is again a kind of a retaliation or covering up the lack mentality. Do you have enough for yourself? Over which is what you are going to share. This is abundant mentality. An abundant mentality should naturally happen. You cannot force yourself and get that kind of an attitude and try to do it. That would be like how celebrities smile. They are not actually, they don't feel like smiling, but the moment we hold a camera, everybody wants to smile like this, no? Like that, as if we are all happy. It comes very naturally, right? So it has to be so natural that if somebody asks, you should be willing to give, and that should happen only if you have enough of it. Okay. So what do? These abundant people? They feel that I have so much that I can give. The feeling is, I am not going to become empty. Why? What's wrong? I will give. And it just feels very easy to do it. That is when you know that you have abundant mentality. Now, If you do not feel like that, don't feel bad. It's just that you have to grow. Okay? Another thing. If you have abundant mentality, you're always looking at collaborating with others. You're not going to compete. Many times I've seen that you're working with somebody and you have some percentage. I'll take this much percentage and you take that much percentage. If you are not abundant in your mind, slowly this thought will seep in. So why should I give? Actually, I'm the one who's doing all the work. Why should I give that much of percentage? And you will become blind to what they are bringing to you. Sometimes they may be very small and tiny, but they are very key ingredients or points which you need them. Now, in your heart, you feel, oh, heart, why should I give it? Still, you are because okay, I'll get more people if I do that. Let me do it. No. Then again, there is a fear and there is a insecurity feeling. That is not again abundant mentality. So when you have this abundant feeling, you're already in the mode of sharing. And you love to share because there is so much you want to tell people, so much you want to give people, you want to see them grow, and you get a kick out of it. Okay, so that is how you know that you are abundant. Now, at that time, let's assume that you look at your bank statement, there are very less zeros there. Do you call that abundant? Yes, you do, because you're happy and you know that you're going to get the money. Right now, it's not there, but when the time comes, it will come. That is how the abundant set is. And you may have thousands of zeros, and yet you may feel extremely scared and you don't want to collaborate with them to grow or nothing. So, money is not exactly the one which is making you feel abundant or not. Many times, the moment you realize that, you feel abundant about yourself, then actually it kind of makes you feel better. You don't have to work so hard or what am I doing that I want this money and everything. I'm okay because I'm enjoying, I'm liking it. That time, what we have to do is we have to install the faith in us. That's all. That faith is, I will get the money when I want because I'm already feeling abundant. Okay. So this is the mindset point. Now, why did I get lack mentality? So many things happened in your life. That is when the beliefs comes into picture, which we spoke last week. Okay, we found out how to find our beliefs, everything. Correct? So, understanding the mindset, where am I falling? Now, you could be very categorical towards some few people. And with others, you are very, very, you know, easy, generous. Then you also find out why with only these people. If these people are the one who are supposed to pay you, then you are jacked. Correct? So there will be something related to your life in the past which has happened, and somebody who looks exactly like that also you may not be willing to share, do whatever, feel good about everything. Okay? So, this is how you figure out what is happening with you. Mindset is something which will define what is my relationship with money. It'll clearly tell you. So, all of you take a minute or time and then just look back your life, right from childhood till here, and then write down what is your relationship with money. Meaning, oh, every time somebody gave me money, I always had money. Or I get money, but then it's never going to, it's not staying in my bank. Or I'm always struggling for money. Everywhere I just have to beg. Or I just don't feel anything. Money comes, money goes. Big deal about it. It can be any of that. What is your relationship with money? Think and write. How much ever I earn, my bank will be zero by the end of the month. That also one of the relationship.
Can it be something like I'm starting to feel more secure about money? Because that's where I'm right now. I feel like it's like,
Money makes me feel that I'm more.
no, I meant to say like I'm feeling a bit more secure. Like earlier,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel
So
like I'm feeling
right now,
insecure, like a
what
belief
see,
change.
see what I'm saying is right now it may be changing, right?
Yeah.
You take a summary of your life. Take a summary.
Okay.
You'll feel how you're behaving with the money or how money behaves with you. Usually, it might have changed now. When you're aware of that, the change is very easy. Many times we think that I usually don't have money, but when you take a summary of like a bird's eye view of so far what you have lived, then you'll say, hey, actually I have money. I don't know why I'm struggling. That's how it is. Also, it is like how much money I should have in my bank to feel secure. That also depends on that. So you can say that only if this much money is there, then I feel secure. Otherwise, I feel very insecure. You can write that also. So it is not just fun, just write about you and money.
Okay.
If you're feeling very secure now, you can write it. But if you realize, because how the relationship we have defined tend to again repeat in our life. That is why if you are aware of it, you are okay with that. You will think that, hey, I know I'll bounce back soon. That's why know it. Sometimes it feels that earning money is my value. Now you want to feel very valuable, you want to do a lot of hard work, then you will make sure that you don't have money in your bank so that you can work hard. I'll give an example while you guys are writing. One of my clients, his when he was third standard, 8 years old or whatever, his father wanted to build a house or buy a house. Now, because of that, father took the loan. Now, to put that money back, to give back the loan, they had problem even in buying groceries. They took everything in credits. And as a child, he felt, how can we do this? It's become so difficult for my father. In his head, he thought, I have to grow faster. I have to study better. I have to do so much, and I will help my father to clear the loan. That was the only thing in his head. And he made it that I'm not going to play. Even if it is difficult to understand, I will sit and try to understand my studies. So he went on and on and on like that. Unfortunately, before he could get into a job, father committed suicide.
Oh my God.
He is eternally stuck in that loop because there is nobody who can tell loan is over, it is okay, or I will take care of it, you are free, you do what you want in your life. That person is gone. Now, what is happening to him? Endlessly he is in debt. Why? He needs to prove his father that he will help him. And he will work very, very hard and he gets so much more money. Bigger debt comes. How does he come out of this loop? He just needs to talk to his father and free himself. See, this is how the mindset starts, builds. And on top of that, the father he was an alcohol addict. So his constant thing in the discussion is this: I don't have any addiction, but still I have this debt. I don't have any addiction, still my money is going on unnecessary expenditure. He will never get addicted, for sure, but he will never come out of the debt also because he loved his father. It is like he has sanctioned himself to be in debt so that he can finish the debt, and that you can't. You have to remember your father. So again, get another debt, again finish it as if you are finishing his debt, and it goes on and on and on and on. So it's very strange how, even though we have money, we get into this kind of. That is where I'm saying mindset is totally different than your money. If the mindset changes, you don't even care if you have money or you don't have money because you know that you will do your life. Yeah? So, money related, we understood. And I hope that you all have understood your mindset. What is happening, your relationship with money. It's extremely important to understand that because the moment you understand it, you won't repeat it anymore. You will try something differently and then that's it. Okay, question time. Tejaswini.
Madam, at present, I'm feeling that money for me is respect. Only if you have money, people give respect. Only that thing is going on in my mind. Either is this a lack mindset or what is it meant?
It is a lack mindset because you are depending on your happiness on respect. First, you respect yourself, then you don't care what others say. That means you're rich. Simple formula. Very simple formula for you. And then you'll all think that, oh, big deal, I respect my, then money will come. Oh, yes, it will come. It will come. It will come. Because you have made that formula, equation. That is, I feel I have money when I have respect means respect equal to money. Now you can't depend on outside people to give you respect because the feeling of, where is that feeling of respect? That is in me. Now, for that which something happens inside me, why am I depending on others outside? I need to create that for me in my heart. I don't want others to come and create for me in my own heart. That is a trick here. How do you respect yourself? Tell me.
Self-love, giving priority for myself first.
That is it. Because if you're saying self-love, it is very difficult to understand self-love. Practically, we don't have self-love, by the way. Okay, so let's define.
Yeah.
Let's not say self-love. Let's define what is self-love for each of us. Supporting yourself. If someone is trying to put you down, you don't have to be there. You can move on. Or you can just say that, please stop it. I know that I'm not that. These are all supporting yourself, loving yourself, respecting yourself, and making you as the highest priority. That's not being selfish. Okay? And if somebody is trying to tell you you are that, you are this, whatever, you just in your mind laugh at them, thinking that how shitty you are or how small you are. Okay? That's how you make, then it's so simple and easy. The moment you start doing it, money will come. Nishant.
So what is this thing? I'm like, I have this belief maybe is that only if I contribute by value, means I can get money?
Meaning, I mean, everything is value, right? Even if you do something
Yes.
smaller.
Uh,
So if you do something smaller, you get small money. That's what you're trying to say.
Kind of, yes. It's like proportional, yeah, in a way, yes. So if I think that uh, I'm doing small value, not at work actually, or any contribution by value. If it is small, then there's not much of money. Only do you there's this wrong belief or notion that value equal to money, that level.
Correct. But value equal to money is right. I agree.
It is true, but it is
Now,
limiting somewhere.
here the point is, how are you measuring that value, Nishant? That there lies your problem. How do you
Oh,
know small value, big value?
okay,
Maybe after money comes, you are validating it.
kind of,
I
yes.
got small money, so whatever value I contributed is small. Now, don't wait until that process. When you are contributing at that time itself, how do you measure? Small or big?
I belittle it actually.
So, what's happening is you are very critical about yourself. In
Okay.
such cases, why don't you look at people to whom you are contributing to, what they are feeling?
Okay, good question. So my boss always feels less, like, you're not contributing enough. But people around tell me you have immense value that you give. But if he is not giving you, why are you staying there? So I'm belittling myself in that sense.
Exactly. So, they're all already giving you feedback, Nishant. But you are bowing down to that authority. You want the authoritative person to say it, then only you are believing yourself.
So there is something to do with authority as well.
Correct. If the authoritative person is telling you that you are valuable, then you feel valuable, then your natural equation is then I'll get more money. They
Okay,
will
got
give
it.
me more money types. But always this authority in your life is playing around with you. They know how to make you work harder.
Got it. I got my connection.
You got it right?
I got my shift last week also. I had a slightly traumatic space Tuesday and Wednesday, but I somewhere intuitively below under the gut, I felt a shift. And right now, what you said also, I kind of connected, and I think I know where I am.
So what you need to do is if it is somebody authoritative figure in life, mentally you speak to them and you just cut off from them. And you say that I know my value. And then in the office or whatever, try to feel bigger, as big as the authoritative person himself. You are author of your own life. Nobody can
Hmm.
be authoritative on you. You sanction who should be authoritative over you. You sanction that.
Why should we sanction anybody, in fact?
If you have a boss below you, then you should be, be friendly or however you have to be working with the boss. Otherwise, otherwise you can't work in that environment. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Hmm.
So you be author of your own self. If you have the authority to sanction yourself, what do you want to do? Meaning you will decide, I am good. I have the authority to do it, to tell myself that I am good. I don't want that person to tell me. It is a conviction that I am good.
No, I
Whatever
get the
I'm doing,
connection.
I know
I
I'm
know.
good.
So I understood where it is coming from. So I think I'll work on both of those. I had one more
Yeah.
question to that. Is there's a very fine line, not, oh, it's to do with abundance. How do you know that you're giving in a very happy way? Like, for example, you give to people around, especially beggars or whatever, you know, what. How do you know you're giving from a space of abundance versus from a thing of, oh, मेरे को पुण्य करना है, or you know, I want to generate goodwill or something. How do
Yeah,
you know that difference?
that your heart will tell you. It's very easy. There's a little tingling feeling when I'm holding this Tuesday classes, I feel nice. Many people have told me, why don't you do membership thing? Why don't you do that? Why don't you do this? Yes, of course, I can do all of that. But how much ever I talk, nothing empties in me. I can
Got
always
it.
find another topic and talk, and I can see 10 people at least smiling at me. And that feels good.
I get my answer to that as well. But yeah, there's been a person with me
And another thing I'll tell you, you don't have to bother about punya.
No, it's not about punya. No, I'm just trying to, you know, not measure, but I just want to understand by awareness. I want to understand by awareness. That's
And
my.
usually, this sharing thing, if you have enough abundance in you, sharing naturally happens. That's what I'm saying. It's very organic.
So I'll just add on
Otherwise,
because.
your hand won't go at all, giving like this, Nishan. It will just patiently wait for them to move. It's very natural.
Okay.
And you can't even put the limit there. You will just contribute. You can't put a limit. That tells you how much value you have. You agree, whatever I'm saying? Others
I'm
will
agreeing.
agree?
I agree. I just wanted to extend and like say, no, like I said, no, uh, from the time of the pandemic, I've not got back to a full-time job. No matter, I mean, I've been trying, I'm doing a part-time and I'm trying to build up something else. Uh, I always had this knack of giving, you know, it could be just, and I don't give money. I'm very clear about that. If it's like a child at a signal or anybody, I'll give something, fruits, something to eat. So I never feel the lack of, although I have like limited amount of money, I'm not saying I don't have money. I have
We
enough
agree.
for my needs. And I'm okay with that. Well, I'm still struggling because retirement is not far away and I have my daughter to look at and a lot of other things. Uh, for me, it's a free flow. I'm just able to give and I really feel happy and good about it.
That's about being abundant. Now, Nishant, if you ask me, then what do I do with the money? I need money.
No, that's not, no. Let me just add on. Sorry. But I get a constant nag from my partner. Why do you do it? No, why do you do it as in? It's almost to the effect that.
Ma'am, we were talking about our relationship with the money.
Mm.
When you said right the points about this, there was like one, like somewhere near my gut area, there was some kind of anxiety, some kind of uncomfortable feeling, like even suffocating feeling, very light, like a frequency waves it is going. But when I wrote down the points, and if I go back to my childhood,
Mm-hmm.
whenever I wanted money, also sufficient money I have got.
Mm.
Even when I didn't need it, it has come to me.
Mm.
Even now, also, whenever I want, whether it is a smaller amount or bigger amount, it comes to me. It doesn't stay with me, but it comes to me when I need it.
Mm.
But that struggle is always there.
Mm.
Is it like I always feel I'm abundant and satisfied, but why is that lack feeling I get? Is it something that I'm putting something on myself? I'm like
Probably it is your motivational factor. If you do not have struggle, if I don't struggle, then I may not get money.
yes, yes, I have that feeling. Yes.
So that is a mindset you have. That is a relationship you have with money. Money will always come to you whenever you struggle. If you aram se sit for 5 days, money won't come to you because you have made that link.
Okay.
That is
Yeah,
the relationship we have made.
yeah,
Now
this
it's
is
okay. It's okay. Instead of the struggle, we put hard work, word, and then okay, it's okay to do hard work and get the money and enjoy it. It's fine. But when it
Hmm.
becomes too much of a hard work and you are going mad, that is when you have to break this kind of a thing.
Hmm.
Understood, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Now, how I can change this feeling to a happy version so that I don't get the suffocation in
Yeah, yeah. So what work you're doing, no? Every
uh,
time when you're thinking I'm struggling or I'm doing something this, that, think about the happy part of that work.
hmm,
It's like let the work be joy.
hmm,
Should look forward to your work every day.
hmm.
Then what happens is this hard work is such a joy. So the joy increases, so my money increases.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Understood, right?
Uh,
So that is again training your mind.
hmm,
That is why I told everybody make the graph. Let at
hmm.
least attention go a bit towards our happiness.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
So every time when you think about your hard work, whatever so-called struggle, immediately think what is the joy part of my job?
Hmm,
And exaggerate that. You should look forward to every day for that joy part.
hmm.
Then
So
it becomes
my
every day.
joy increases, my money increases.
Yes, it will do. It will happen. The joy increases, the money increases. And see, when you have joy, you don't mind doing any amount of hard work.
True.
When you do not have any joy, it becomes a struggle. Okay, so focus on the joy.
Hmm,
If you do not have any joy in this job, have a hobby which you will do every day. So for
hmm,
that hobby time, you will finish off your job time.
hmm,
Create joy.
hmm, hmm.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Anna.
Ishani, I thought a good way of feeling joyful is just being grateful for the things that are going
Yeah,
right
yeah,
for you
yeah,
in the job.
absolutely.
So that comes easily rather than,
Yeah,
saying that this is good. So when you
yeah,
see,
yeah.
yeah. So I was
It's
just,
also like a measure. The more
yeah,
you are grateful, you realize that, oh my God, I'm so
yeah,
happy actually.
yeah. True. Just
That's
wanted to say that.
true. Okay, so we talked a lot about mindset, but I guess we also learned a lot. Now, remember, rich people are always collaborating with others and they're growing more rich. So, collaboration is always the beneficial thing. Okay? If you want to grow more and more, you have to collaborate with people. I'm not exactly talking about company, making partnership. I'm not talking about that. Even collaborating with your own husband, collaborating with your own wife is very beneficial for the family. Instead of thinking single mindedly, think with many people. Okay? This is about the mindset. Then comes spirituality. You have to have spiritual methods in which you will grow your money. Spirituality is required because you need to feel peace. Now, what is this spirituality and this money? Okay. When Nishant spoke, when we started thinking, decoding is understanding your problem spiritually. That itself is spirituality. Knowing what happened to me, who am I? What is my relationship? What is that right thing I'm doing? What is the wrong thing I'm doing? How that is affecting me? This is spirituality. Everything else is religious. We can keep that aside because that's not going to give us any benefit. Okay? And all your healing, therapy, everything comes under the spirituality. Spirituality you are going to use on your mindset. Okay? Third thing is actions. Is it enough I sit and do therapies after therapies? Anything can change? No. We need to act based on what we found. We have to do that. There is no shortcut to that. So you do all of this and then you still behave the same way with your money? nothing happens. So, what is so important here? What is that something wrong I am doing? You have to understand. And consciously, next time, you are not supposed to do it. You have to break the pattern. So, for example, that guy who has been in debt and working very hard without any addictions, and he has to break that pattern. So, what is that he should do? I'll tell you. I'll tell you exactly that's the same thing. We all have to do it. But action is, that is what it is. When you understand what is the mistake you are doing, or what is the beliefs you have, or what's the mindset you have, now you have to flip it. You have to change it. How do I do it? Maybe I will program myself. Like we talked about for Meghana, how to be joy, how to recognize joy, and how to grow it. This is how we need to start practicing, by doing some amount of work, by action, maybe writing gratitude every day about money, and see how it changes something. Typically, what are the actions, direct actions on money? Let's see. So you have to, first of all, understand this one factor. When you do a mistake first time, you are aware of it and you did the mistake. Otherwise, you wouldn't know that you did a mistake. No. So you did a mistake and you realized it's okay. Human beings, air is human. So it's okay. Second time you do the same mistake. That time you had choices to make. You took the wrong choice. Okay? Third time you made the mistake. What happens when you do the third time? Slowly it is turning into a habit. Fourth time you did a mistake. Same mistake. It has become behavior. Fifth time you did the same mistake. It has become you. Characteristics. Now it's very difficult to get out of that. So identify where you are. That much of work you have to do. You got it? You caught it very, very early. Oh, very good for you. It's so easy to change by changing the mindset. Now, one of the easiest way to break the pattern, let's take the example of the same guy, is forcefully saving some percentage of his salary. His mind should realize that there is no, see, whole thing what's happening is his account should become zero. That's the whole point, which is the mind creating, so that he can work harder. Okay. Now you specifically make your account zero. You paid some debt and do not spend in unnecessary expenditure. Skip all that. But still you empty it, put some percentage in some other bank, or you put it in the investment. Do something, clean your bank account. Okay, mind will think, oh, okay, it's done. But where your money is growing actually, somewhere else. Now slowly it will start feeling, because he is a human being who can do parallel processing also. He's thinking, wow, there is money there actually. And do not touch that money. Keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it until this debt gets over. Still you're left with so much of money. That time mind will break. Because you're breaking the same pattern again. So you have to consistently do it. You keep it 10% or whatever percentage. Now, oh, I have so much expenditure that 10% I can't get it. Cut down your expenditure. Today, don't eat something, or don't buy some dress, or don't visit somebody. Basic needs, what it's there. You want to pay your debt, you want to pay some few things, house thing, okay, fine, that's it. Then I'll quickly keep that 10% or first itself put that 10% and use the remaining. You have to do this to break the pattern of the mind. Okay, that is number one. Number two is you have to have fun. Use this 10% only to have fun, or if you're brave enough, use different money. Some more money to have fun. Now this fun, every month fun, your choice, or once a year fun, your choice. But your mind has to plan for that fun and keep some amount there. Whatever that may be the amount. 10 rupees to 1 lakh, it's up to you. You have to keep it for the fun. Now that much money, you can use it, whatever is definition of fun for you. I might go to workshops. You might go somewhere else. It's up to you. What do? You want to use it for your family? That's up to you. But that should be your thing. Wait, Nishan. Okay, this is the second. Third thing is, which is normal, which everybody tells you. You have to handle the risks of your life. There is no shortcut to that. For example, you should have to have a medical insurance. Something you should have. They are the biggest thing which will make you suddenly void of your money. If you do not have anything, start planning for it. Something like 10% I will put it. So inquire what are the medical insurances you have, etc. So much money I need to have every year. Okay, so that means that much I have to save. Then the last thing is to understand what would you like to do when you become old. I am not telling retirement plan as such, because I'm not even talking about money. I'm talking about what would you like to do when you're old. Do you think you'll all sit here again and keep hearing me? I might have stopped. So have something which makes you feel happy. Something you should have. That should be the driving force to be okay to get old. And there is no need to be retiring. That is why I said, just think what you want to do when you are old. You want to sip a cup of tea and read your favorite book? Be it so. That means you should have that kind of ability now. It doesn't happen suddenly, huh? Suddenly what happens is you'll become old. But your plan of being old won't happen suddenly. You have to plan it. These are the 4 things you cannot. I'm not telling you get into action right now. First start thinking in the direction. You have to think. And whatever happened at that time is different. But are you okay with that? If you're okay with that, then you are at happy and you are at abundant space. Then you'll have this peculiar confidence in you. Because you have already planned it, how it should be. How it goes when you become old, that is different. That you take it as it comes. But you are kind of making yourself ready for that happiness later. And everywhere else, please do not depend on others. No one will give you. You have to do it for yourself. You understood? Never do the same mistakes again and again. Only fools will do that. You make new mistakes. That is still okay. Don't repeat the old mistakes. Make new mistakes. Because then life will go in a new direction. Old mistakes, Life will go in the same direction, which is a disastrous direction. You understood? So, how do you do all of this? By being extremely present when you are making the decisions. Be present. And it's very easy to be present. Okay? So we're done for the today. Discussions, understanding. And I will share this anyway in the group. So please, all of you, go through it if you have doubt, because a lot of things to process, a lot of things to plan. And they're all small amount. Plan, start from small amount. Okay? Take help of others. 10% if you're just keeping in a SB account, you're not going to work. 10% if you keep in an FD account won't work. I'll tell you why. Anybody know what is the inflation rate of India? 7%?
8%.
8. What is the FD rate?
6.5.
What is the loss?
Minus 1.5.
You didn't gain anything. You lost.
Isha,
Ah.
after you have stopped this recording, I just want to talk to some personal thing.
Okay. Hold on a minute. Let me just talk and finish this, okay? So what happens is you have to find out something which is slightly more than 8%, at least double.
Ma'am, how about NSC?
I really don't know about NSC. It's I think
7.1% NSC.
somewhere close. Still 0.5 you lost.
0.9%. 0.9% loss.
Okay. So when you are investing, please ask some few people who know very well and then invest. Because the risk factor, 100 things are there, but do something. Now, if you're telling me that at least FD, I'm not doing anything now, let me just do FD. Hello, you are losing money. Instead, you lose that 1% whatever on your joy, spend it. So it's like that. You have to be a little smart and find out. Google it if you want. Talk to some few people. It is possible. That is why rich people will become richer. Poor will become poorer because of the mindset. And we have so much of information. You just need to do it. Start with small money. Let that become your characteristics. Making one mistake is the second, something we said, no, big list we said. Same way, even investing, even saving, even thinking like this, let it become your behavior and characteristics. Then it's only a matter of time. You will be the rich person. It's being smart in life. Money means smartness. Remember this. And it's possible for everybody. You have to make money. You can't wait for the money to happen. Okay, so again, homework.
Two
Graph.
questions. Okay.
Yes, Nishant, you have a question.
Yes, two questions. One is on a heavy note. One is like, if there's fear, if there's insecurities, whatever the emotion is there with respect to money or whatever it is, how do you go below and understand where you are connected or where are you entangled, or what is the underlying, or where is it? How do you get that awareness of where that entanglement is or where that negative belief has
See, we
come in from?
can't very specifically pinpoint, yeah, there it is. Okay?
Okay.
Because these are all layers.
Okay.
So what we do is whenever you are feeling that emotion, it will invariably bring out one memory of your past.
Okay.
But that is the first memory or the layer memory we wouldn't know. So we keep on processing it, addressing it, and then we will check our life. Anything changed in my life?
Okay, got it.
So the day it changes fully, 100%, that means you have done with it.
Got it. Got it. And my second question is on a lighter note, why is it that I say only one man over here and all other are women?
You are giving us the masculine energy, which is so much needed. Thank you for that.
Okay. Mhm. No, I'm just, I mean, on an insightful note, I was thinking, has it got to do with being open about vulnerability or what? I don't know. Maybe women are more open to being vulnerable. Well, men are not.
No, I think women are.
I'm just trying to understand it on a deeper level. You can take
Yeah,
it on a
I
lighter note,
understand.
but
No
I'm
one is
also trying
taking
to
it as an
understand.
offense. Don't worry. We are
No,
happy
I'm okay. I'm
about
okay.
ourselves.
I'm just trying to understand why is it so.
Yeah. So one thing is, if I'm observing some of the reels and the others which keeps happening in the Instagram, it's true also. Women are willing to heal. Men are little closed for healing themselves. Okay? Now what happens is women are healing for their men also. They are overloading, working too hard. They are not realizing that this is my story, that is his story. Whatever he is making them feel, that also they're trying to work so hard so that he also becomes nice. And that's not going to work for women too. As much as men don't attempt healing, so
Okay.
it doesn't heal them. Women are attempting too much for whatever it's not theirs also, so it doesn't work for them.
Under healing, over healing, all not
Yeah,
okay.
it should be balanced. That's point number one. Point number two is women, for some reason, love talking about emotions and what is all life about? They will feel nice. There are two other people, and yeah, and it's so good. They love it. In general, women are like that. Men, probably to the point. What business do I have there? Is it a waste of time? If I go there, I will find these friends and they're nice. We can talk about that. After that, I'm done. And it's meant to be like this. It's meant to be like that. Men need to be providers. Men need to be very logical. Women need to be nurturers, and they're like should be the people who read in between lines. They have to read that. And everybody is made up like this. And that's what it is. I'm sure everybody here, it fills their heart that they spent this time and they'll go home. They're done. Today is a wonderful day. Their graph will show very high 10. That's how it is. Whether they healed themselves or not, this itself fills their heart is as if it's healed. It's very nice. It is like that.
And the men don't know what they're missing by not attending your classes.
That's also part of the women saying that this is how men are.
Nishant, you should spread the word. They don't know what they're missing.
Let me be abundant by myself and then show them live as an example. Acha, on a last thing, about the graph, if you have multiple incidents between happiness and sadness, how do you then average it out or how do you measure it?
It's a feeling of today, did I feel nice or not? That's it.
Okay, one instance. Okay, fine.
It's just summary probably.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to stop the recording because Parveen has something to say.